The province says that Ontario drivers could soon cut their insurance costs by opting for less coverage. So reforms were proposed in yesterday's provincial budget.
And for a closer look at this and the potential impact on drivers in this province, we're joined live by Amanda Dean, Insurance Bureau of Canada's Vice President of Ontario and Atlantic Regions. Amanda, welcome to the program. Thanks so much for joining us. We know that insurance premiums in this province are quite high, and it's a tough time for so many people struggling to pay their bills. But this isn't necessarily going to lower insurance rates. What would this mean for drivers?
Correct. So what this means will be available after we have all the details. So there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of questions that insurers have today about how this is all going to roll out and be put in policies that will be then sold to consumers. However, what we do know is that the industry absolutely welcomes the introduction, the first step toward giving drivers more control and more choice over their auto insurance coverage here in Ontario. We have advocated for some time for these much needed reforms and to provide consumers with choice, because no one knows your pocketbook better than consumers. No one knows their needs better than consumers. And this will also entice a lot of really good conversations between insurance representatives as well as consumers once those details are known and those policies start rolling out.
And also, Amanda, the government argues that if drivers have access to certain benefits through workplace plans, for example, they shouldn't have to pay twice for their insurance policy. What are your thoughts? And are drivers in this province over-insured?
Well, and that is one of the reasons why we've advocated for choice for some time, because when it comes to especially income replacement benefits, many of us who have jobs have that type of insurance coverage through our workplace. We're also paying for that through our auto insurance premiums in the one-size-fits-all auto insurance policy that we currently have here in Ontario. So giving drivers the choice, ensuring that they look at the other benefits that they have, what they may need, what they may not need, and giving them the opportunity to buy up any coverage that they may need if they don't have income replacement through work, for example. This is a great step forward in putting Ontario drivers in charge of their auto insurance policies.
Yeah. Amanda, I know you've been calling for change for a long time. NDP leader Marit Stiles, leader of the official opposition, did say, though, that people who will choose to have less auto insurance coverage, they might be doing it for the wrong reasons. What could those reasons look like?
That would be a great question for certainly the leader of the NDP to respond to. In terms of the conversations that insurers and insurance representatives have with drivers on a daily basis, whether it's selling a policy or whether it's right in the midst of a claim, what we as insurers and in the insurance industry as a whole realize is people are informed. They want to be informed. They want to be more involved in their insurance policies. The absolute worst time to find out what you're covered for, what you're not covered for, what additional benefits you could have purchased. The worst time to find all that out is after you've had an accident. So putting all of this up front and making coverages optional entices that conversation and those what-if scenarios to make drivers more informed and more in control of their policy. The other piece that I'd like to just mention briefly, too, contained in the budget yesterday, was this government's continued investment in combating auto theft, $49 million announced again yesterday. That is incredibly significant. We talked off the top about the cost of auto insurance. One of the fastest growing cost drivers in auto insurance in Ontario at the moment is auto theft. 329% increase in claims costs for auto theft from 2018 to 2022. So further investing in combating auto theft is going to help drivers control those claims costs within the system. Claims drive premiums, but also the public safety component. We can't applaud that announcement, that portion of the budget enough.
Yeah, and Amanda, I have a two-part question here for you. What has been the barrier? Like, what's been the holdup with this reform for the industry? And also, what is the insurance industry doing about auto thefts other than raising premiums?
In terms of the reforms, there's been a number of consultations. Government has been taking their time to ensure that they take a look at the changes that they can make to basically the auto insurance system that they regulate, that they legislate. So they tell insurance companies what product they can sell in terms of auto insurance. Clearly, insurers have a big role to play in creating those policies, and also brokers and agents in selling those policies and providing that feedback that they hear from customers. There's also service providers that are impacted with any change to the auto insurance product as well. So we know government's been taking its time to have some conversations with stakeholders as well. So these are really solid changes that are moving auto insurance in the right direction for the drivers of this province, and done in a very thoughtful manner by this government. In terms of auto theft, what insurers are doing, you're right. Insurers could just keep increasing premiums to keep up with the pressure that's being put on premiums from claims costs. But that's not enough. Insurers have been investing in combating auto theft, whether it's through investing in investigative resources. Insurers pay for an association called Equity Association that takes a look at insurance crime and investigates auto theft rings. You name it, works with law enforcement very, very closely. We also, on IBC, on behalf of our members, ran a campaign this past fall, endauthotheft.ca. So a number of different things.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Amanda Dean with the Insurance Bureau of Canada, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with us.